Well, good day. Uh, I'm going to do a really nice recipe that I've done before with some beef and pork and some turkey and pork, and it's a really good recipe. I really love it. And I did it with the turkey was just awesome. Uh, they were really nice, maple flavored turkey breakfast sausages, and they were really good. So basically, I'm going to follow the same recipe, only this time I'm going to use skinless, boneless chicken thighs. And so I've got 12 pounds of skinless, boneless chicken thighs and 3 pounds of pork fat. And I'm going to run it through my grinder, and I'm only going to put it through my 7mm plate because I like my breakfast sausage a little on the chunky side. If you don't like it like that, then grind it finer, put it through twice, put it through the small die, I don't care. But I like that, that's the way I like it. But anyway, this recipe I've got here is for 5 pounds, okay? So don't think that I'm just using this for 15 pounds total. No, this times 3. Okay, so I've got, let's just break it down into a 5-pound package, right? So I've got 1 pound of pork fat for every 4 pounds of meat. And you can use it with venison, beef, turkey, elk, moose, anything you want. And it'll probably all taste the same. Well, not taste the same, but it'll come out excellent. So anyway, we've got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 3 tablespoons of salt. Now, if you don't want that much salt, cut it back by half. Okay. In other words, instead, I like salt. I'm a salt fan. So if you're not that familiar with the salt, I would cut it back to 1.5 tablespoons for every 5 pounds. And then 3 tablespoons of granulated garlic, not garlic salt, not garlic powder. I use granulated garlic. Or you could use minced garlic. But minced garlic is going to make it a little bit more moist, but it's still going to be really good. And 7 tablespoons of powdered milk. Now, I use powdered milk. It's easy to get by. It's a great binder. I find it's good. If you want to use another binder, go right ahead. And 1/2 teaspoon of sage, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, and 2 teaspoons of ground thyme. Now, the sage I got from the bulk barn. It's kind of like in a fluffy form, sort of. It's not really ground sage. So I put that in my my spice grinder, along with thyme. I grew thyme this year, and I dried it, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put that in my spice grinder. Grind the two together, and then add it into my spices. And then 1 cup of maple syrup. I happened to come across, a friend of mine gave me a couple of jars of pure maple syrup. I'm going to use that. That's going to put an extra flavor in there. Okay? And then 1.5 teaspoons of curing salt, mixed in with a little bit of water so you can spread it without in your meat. After you grind it and you mix all your spices in and all that stuff, and you want to do a test patty, do not put the curing salts in until after you've dried your test patty, because it's not good for you. That's number 1. Put that in at the very, very end. and then I'm going to stuff it into sheep casings. Sheep casings are a little tricky to work with. They're small. I find them hard to tie because they're so small. But anyway, I've got my sheep casings. They're soaking in the fridge right now. I've already washed them out. Now, with any hog casings or sheep casings that I use, I always get them ready the day before, and then what I do is I put them in clean water with baking soda. I put in just a little bit of baking soda in the water and then submerge them in that and let them sit overnight. Now the reason for that is they end up to be slippery and they're easier to feed on the horn. They're just a lot easier to work with. And with sheep casings, trust me, I need all the advantage I can get. So anyway, we're going to get back. I'm going to get back to you here in a minute, and we'll get started. Well, actually, I got my meat thawing, so it's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to get back to you. But anyway, I think you're going to like this recipe. I really do. I always have. So let's just wait and see what happens tomorrow. Okay, take care. Well, it's the next day, and my meat is thawed enough so that I can work with it. Still really nice and cold. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my spices. And I'm going to mix it before I grind it. Now I am going to grind it with a 7mm plate, and I'm probably just going to go through it once. The reason why is because that's my preference. You can go through a coarse and then a fine if you want, but I have a medium, which is a 7mm plate, and I'm going to use it because I like my breakfast sausage with a little bit of chunk in it. So we're going to try that. But anyway, we're using chicken. I got 12 pounds of chicken here in the tub and 3 pounds of pork. And we're going to get mixing this right away. I hope you can see that. I think you can. Yes, my hands are clean. I do have blue gloves with cotton liners, but I find those things keep just slipping off my fingers. So I'm going to just add a little bit of this in here. Yeah, about half of it, I don't care. Just give this a little mix in here. The reason why I do this is because I like the spices to get mixed into the meat when you're grinding it. It is cold. Smells good. I just put it all in there. Put that there for now. Spices all mixed into that meat. One thing about using your hands is you sure end up washing your hands a lot. It is cold. Okay, that's good enough for now. As I said, gotta go wash my hands. Now that I've got that all done, I'm going to assemble my grinder, get the head on it, get the tray on, move that tray over there, that tray over here, and start grinding. So just let me get everything all set up here and we'll get right back to you. No sense you watching all that stuff. Imagine you've seen it all before. Okay, we got the grinder all loaded up, ready to go. Got my gel pack on. This is a 1 horsepower carnivore grinder, number 22. Love this grinder. It goes through anything. Now, you're going to notice that I do not have that safety thing on there. Because number one, my hands aren't big enough to go in there. So that's why that's not on there. Okay? And also, I'm not using this. Okay? Because without this, and you go to use this, this goes down into the auger, may take a chip off of that. I don't want to go looking for plastic in my meat. So I had this made up. Isn't that quite the thing? And it just rides right near the top of the things if I need it. But this grinder is so good. Even when you're going through the second time, you really don't need it. Anyway, I've got it hooked up to my foot pedal. We're going to get grinding. And you'll also notice that this grinder is not really all that loud. Trying to mix the pork and the chicken all up together. Load up the tray. Get that last little bit here in a minute. Last little bit of meat out of the tray here. Oops. Come on, Robin. Don't go and spill something. waste these spices. Make sure everything's out of there. Run some more ground meat already through it. Some people like to put bread. I don't go for that. This way I know when I clean this out, everything is already ground. I didn't even have to use the plunger. Now, I guess I better wash my hands again, take this thing apart. Now, I'm going to shut this off. Should unplug it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just shut it off for now. Remove this. Now you can use the puller to get that out of there. If you just don't keep your hands anywhere near it. There you go. Now, all this meat that's in there is already ground. Just got to try to clean this blade off a little bit better. I'll put this in the sink. Yeah, that's pretty clean. This in the sink. Rinse my hands. Don't need that in my way. This in the sink. You know, the hardest part is getting this thing off all the time. Getting it on and off. Man. When your hands are wet, it's hard to get a hold of it. Let's see what I got here to get a hold of that thing. This will work. Ah, there we go. Clean this up. Remove the auger. I've got a little bit of meat in there. That's all. Okay. Okay, let me get this all cleaned up here, and then we're going to add 3 cups of that really nice maple syrup to it. Mix it all up, and then you'll be ready. Oh, and then I got to put cure in it. But I'm going to make up a patty, fry it, and before I put the cure in, #1 cure, because you don't want to put #1 cure in there and then turn around, fry up a patty and eat it right away. Apparently that stuff's not good for you right away. It's got to be like 12 hours or 2 hours or whatever. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna add the maple syrup, get it all mixed up, and then if I really like it, then I'm going to add the cure, mix it up, and then we're going to stuff it into sausages. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're back. I got my grinder all cleaned up. It's in the drying rack drying. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to mix my maple syrup in with my meat. I got 3 cups. I'll pour in a little bit here first. Maple syrup in there. Ooh, that's cold. I put this meat back in the freezer while I was cleaning up everything. Add the rest of it. Get all that really nice syrup out of there. Don't want to waste this stuff. This stuff's expensive. Oh, this is where I should be using those gloves. Trust me. This is cold. smells good. I gotta go wash my hands and warm them up. Okay, you get the idea about how to mix it, so I'm going to keep mixing till it gets nice and tacky a little bit. Now I've got a lot of maple syrup in here, so it's going to take a while. So anyway, I'll get back to you, and I'm going to make up a little patty, and I'm going to fry it, and I'll bring it out and show you, and we'll give it a little taste and see what it tastes like. Okay, so we'll get back to you again. Okay, I fried up a patty. Look at that. We're gonna give her a little taste test. Hot. Mmm. Mmm. That's good. Lots of maple flavor in it. I like the texture being coarse like that. Now, the reason why I'm making it so wet is because I'm going to be forcing this through my stuffer through a 3/8 of an inch horn. Now, I don't want to be cranking like crazy to try and get it to go through that horn. So that's why it's a little bit wetter, but this is really good. This is really good. It's got the right amount of salt to it. I'll tell you, I made some beef and pork sausages, and I made some turkey maple breakfast sausage, and the turkey maple breakfast sausage was awesome. It was really good. This is right in that category. Now, it might be just for me, I'm the one that's going to be eating it. I think it's great. Oh, I really do. I really like that. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to add the curing salt. Put it back in the fridge or freezer for a little bit. Assemble my grinder and have it all put away because it should be just about dry. Get out my stuffer, get all that ready. But this is a thumbs up on this one. I really like this one. Some of you might like it, you know, fine grind, like, or run it through another grinder, like run it through the grinder twice or whatever. I like the texture of this one. I really do. Okay, we'll get back to you when we get the stuffer and everything. You don't need to see all me setting up the stuffer and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to put the curing salts to it. I got them mixed up with a little bit of water, and just so I can distribute it through there really good. And then we'll get back to you. Alright? And we'll see whether or not those casings that I've had for a year and a half or so are still any good. If not, then I'm going to have to go to my collagen casings. But yeah, I got 19mm collagen casings that fit over that tube as well. And but I just hope I don't have to use them, because I like the sheep casings. Alright? We'll get back to you. Bye. Okay, I've got my 5-pound stuffer loaded up. It doesn't take 5 pounds, it only takes about 4. And I've got my sheep casings on, and we're going to start making sausage. Now, I haven't done this one in a long time in using sheep casings, so bear with me on this one. Okay? Also find out whether or not these casings are any good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give this a little check here. Make sure that I haven't got them too tight. And that's good. You don't want them too tight. Oops. A little bit of air in there. Okay, now take that off. That's the first long link. Now, let's get this tied. I'm going to squeeze myself some. Really helps when you got fat fingers. Nope. Nope. Need a little more. I bet you everybody that's watching this video is laughing right now. Me trying to tie the end of this. My oh my. We got it. Okay. Just curl this one up. For now. Set her aside. This next one started. It's like a cub bear in a china shop. Not to mention these casings are slippery because they've been in see, I never got that one tied. I don't want that to get all over the place. I thought it was tied. Tied now. About at the bottom here anyway. Ah, there we go. It's tied. Okay, you don't need to see me doing this whole thing. And what I'm going to do is, the way I link them, I do about that, squeeze it, twist this one towards me, right? And then I go to the next one, I squeeze it, and then I go to the next one and squeeze it and twist it towards me. So I do every other one and just keep twisting towards me, because that way I don't have to worry about wondering whether or not I twisted one way and one the other. Okay, that's how I'm going to make them. Alright, get back to you after. Package. Get them in these packages, and then I'm going to move them over to the vacuum sealer, and I'm going to vacuum seal them. And then they'll all be done for the night. I'm going to just do a few of these. Then I'm going to show you vacuum sealing. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to vacuum seal them. Okay, now we're going to vacuum seal. What I have here is the Carbella's commercial vacuum sealer. This thing double seals, which is really nice. There's one. Tells me this bag's not in there right. There we go. There we go. Had the bag in too far. I also made this little board up. Otherwise, this thing here, these would be sitting way down the bottom. Excuse me, and it takes more bag for it to go up in there, so this way I save a little bit on bags. But anyway, I'm going to get back at it and seal the rest of them all up, and tomorrow maybe I'll cook a few up and show you what they look like when they're cooked up in the frying pan. Okay. Hi. Tell me that doesn't look like a breakfast made for a king. Well, we're going to just try a sausage here. Oh, look how nice and juicy that is. I hope you can see that. Get that focused in there, I hope. Anyway, let's give it a taste. See how they are. That is one damn good sausage. Anyway, I'm going to eat my breakfast and enjoy every minute of it. Thanks for watching my video. And don't be afraid to comment. It's not probably the best video, but hey, feel free to comment. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But these breakfast chicken sausages are really good. They're chicken maple breakfast sausage. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. All right, bye.